Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 929 of Fallout 4. The last episode came back to, what is it, Murkwater Construction Site? Am I remembering? My brain's working. Murkwater Construction Site. We started working on this settlement, which was completely and utterly neglected. We didn't touch it at all. We did manage to get 2 settlers, which is kind of nice because now I can assign them to food. So other people move in here, they actually have something to eat. But yeah, we pretty much just got the foundation started. They came down from Greyguard and we had some things to do. So I opted to do like some kind of weird little, I don't know, central pillar that maybe I'll like carry through to the tippy top of this building, and maybe we could put stuff in there. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we're working on this. That's what we're gonna go ahead and do here today. We got some things to do, got some building to do. But of course, hopefully you guys, of course, are enjoying. I said of course like twice there. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the Fallout videos. If you do enjoy the Fallout videos, I very much appreciate those of you who've been taking the time to like the videos. And again, I thank you dudes for the support. Potential E3 spoilers. You know, if you haven't seen E3 and you don't want to hear it, anybody else interested here in Fallout 76? I'm a little conflicted. You know, we got some more information. You know, we had some trailers, we had some things. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think of 76? I feel like 76 looks exactly like 4, and it's going to be incredibly underwhelming. But like, I feel like the game's either going to be alright and pretty decent, or it's just gonna freaking tank. And I don't think it's going to be like meh. I think like it's going to be really hard for this game to be one way or another. I hope it's good. I never want a game to fail. I never want games to be bad. But they showed some gameplay. I'm just not sure how to feel. I'm just really not sure how to feel about it. In regards to the roof, am I gonna do, I guess, these? Yeah, I'll do these pieces. But like, I'm not really sure how I want to feel about 76. It legitimately looks exactly like Fallout 4. It's like underwhelming how similar the game looked. And then granted, you gotta remember, this is all like early footage and blah 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 blah. But even then, you say it's early footage, it comes out like November 14th this year. So the game's right around the corner. This game's coming out, but it's gonna be online, which is a little weird, especially for a Fallout game. I mean, again, I don't know how I feel about all this stuff. It's gonna be online. You can apparently play it solo, and they specifically said it'd be more enjoyable playing with multiple people. I feel like it's gonna be a Rust. It's basically Rust with Fallout's name, and it kind of makes me sad to even think that. But like, you can build bases, other players can attack you, they can attack your bases. Apparently they can nuke your bases, you can nuke, of course, other people's bases and things like that. It gives, I guess, settlement building much more of like a purpose, like a reason behind actually wasting your time and doing that, opposed to Preston saying, hey, yo dog, a settlement needs your help or something, let me mark it on your map. Like, I guess that's kind of cool, but I still feel like it's not even a Fallout game, and I don't say that like happily. I hope the game's good, but it almost feels like they just made the game, and of course they themed it around Fallout and slapped the Fallout name on there just to sell the game. It's not in the traditional Fallout spirit. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to be like a successor per se. Like, it's not supposed to be Fallout 5, but it's a Fallout game. That's what they say anyway. I don't know. I'm a little confused. It's either gonna be all right or it's gonna be really, really bad. I kind of look forward to playing with it, or playing it with some friends, and I really hope it plays well and there's not like a bunch of quirks. And well, we know how Bethesda is with bugs and things and stuff. And see, I mean, there's concerns. There's reason for concern. Bethesda over here has not gotten like the best track record around town, but who knows, dude? It could be pretty cool. But yeah, like it's gonna be like PvP. I guess you could do PvE if you play with friends, and maybe like they don't attack you and things like that. Oh, I just thought of something. Is this why I never do this design? Because this doesn't work this way? No, can I not do my little donger roof? Because if I turn insert off, this is gonna clip through. I don't think I can do the roof the way I wanted to do. I wanted to make it come to a cool little peak like that. Oh no, I don't believe there's a way around this with snap and build. No, I'm getting robbed. Well, I don't think there's any way of actually, man, That's a kick in the nuts. I don't think there's any way of doing this that way. Any way of doing it the way I wanted to. Because you can't fill in the gaps of the roof. I believe under warehouse, there's something like that. So it looks like we're gonna have to knock down one of the slope sections, bring it all down a smidge, and then we'll put like the overhang pieces there to cover it up. And I guess that's just gonna have to be the way it is. I wanted to make the roof peak a little bit more, but at least with this tile set, I don't think it's possible. I keep getting sidetracked. Obviously, I'm talking about the building and whatnot, but like, I don't know. I mean, I look forward to it, but I worry. I mean, you know, it's online and it's gonna be like base buildy and there's gonna be PvP and all that. But I mean, I guess it could be fun. You can play with maybe your friends, and I'm assuming you could just be against the environment, so PvE. So that way you don't have to like do PvP, because I don't really know how PvP and Fallout's gonna handle. But like that could be interesting, I suppose. So before I get involved in that, let me do the normal overhang. It's a little sucky. I wanted to do this, but there's no way I really can, huh? Man, oh man. So yeah, like the PvE could be fun. I can see that being enjoyable. It'd basically be Fallout 4 but multiplayer. Like I can see that being kind of cool. And depending on how fleshed out maybe these settlement attacks are, maybe it'll be a lot more involved and enjoyable than the settlement attacks that we have right now, because we all know the settlement attacks that we have right now are kind of just potato, right? Like random NPCs may or may not just spawn inside of your settlement, opposed to like actually stroll up on your settlement. And that could also be cool, like say you did do PvP with, or say you did like play with other players and things. Maybe they stroll into your base and you got a base that's just that good, and then like your base takes care of them. But then I also wonder, like, there's a nuking mechanic. So there's this thing where apparently you can go around and like you can get codes to nuclear launch sites and then send bombs from silos, essentially into other players' bases, which, from what I'm hearing, is going to level the base. So this is, oh god, it didn't even make an animation. So like that's another concerning point. Like you'd spend all that time making a really neat base, and somebody would just wipe the floor with it, which is why I was like, you know, jokingly comparing that to Rust, because you know there's Rust bases and people will just blow the hell out of your bases, and there goes all your base building, and then you got to do another one again. But you know, I suppose in a way that introduces longevity into a video game, because you got to keep doing things. So, I mean, there's pros and cons. There are. I'm not entirely against the game. I want it to succeed. I'm just worried. All right, well, we're probably gonna have to put some windows in there, because obviously it just looks like a giant shit shack right now. But I'm really a little sad that I couldn't do the slopey come to a point. The only way you can do that is if you have two tiles and then you make both your points meet. Otherwise, you can't fill in that blank space. Like if you try to use the squares to fill it in, it would clip through your roof, and I can't be having that. So. Does not look like we're getting to that. Anyway, let's get the vendors down on the bottom. I think that's usually a good idea. Crafting and vendors. Let's get this place nice and fixed up and functional, and then we'll start working on like defense and things. That's the plan. So yeah, I mean 76 I think could be pretty cool. I'm very cautious about it. I've not always, but like as I've gotten older and the more video games I have played, the more and more cautious I have gotten. I mean, it's gonna launch as a $60 game, I imagine, and it feels more like it's just an expansion on Fallout 4 than anything. So yeah, you really hope you get your money's worth out of it, kind of deal. Where these peak? I can. I gotta turn object snap off. Object snap, you have to stop that, my dude. Put you somewhere right around here. So I mean, yeah, I do worry about like the way Bethesda has handled, you know, the Creation Club and paid mods and blah blah blah. My name's Todd Howard. It just works. No, Todd, it doesn't work. But like, I'd worry about. Certainly, I wouldn't want no pay to win. God, no, nobody wants pay to win in any video game. No. I hope they don't go down that route. You know, just every big dev kind of does that nowadays, and that's a big kick in the nuts when a dev does pay to win and stuff in a video game. No one actually is excited about that, except for like one guy living in his mother's basement who hasn't spent $1 on, you know, like taking care of himself. Things like that. But hopefully there's none of that. There's probably going to be skins and things, you can imagine that, because it's going to be online and people would be able to play with the players. Obviously, you'd be able to show off your skins, your character models, and yada yada yada. Just hopefully there's no pay to win weapons and any of that silly garbo, and it could be a good game. It's got the potential, but it just doesn't feel like a Fallout game. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't feel. It just doesn't feel have that Fallout vibe. I suppose. Anyway, we've got our vendors. That's good enough. I don't want to spend too many caps here. Let me slap down all of my crafting doodles, all my crafting areas. Let's do the fancy chem station. We'll do that one. We definitely want a power armor station. I'm just putting them down and I'll move them around. We want the weapons workbench. Oh, I always forget that the armor's workbench does not have a variant. It has the regular one. But yeah, like, let me know what do you guys think about the 76, if you've seen the E3 trailers and like the previews and things for it. What do you think about the game? Like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's good. But I'm not gonna like pre-order a video game. I don't pre-order games anymore anyway. I'm not gonna go jump on the bandwagon and pre-order. I'm gonna hope it's good. I'm gonna hope it's good. I'm gonna play it with some friends. I'll probably stream the hell out of it. So obviously that will not be on YouTube except for maybe a VOD that gets uploaded, depending. But who knows? I might be playing music on stream or something like that, or something gets copyrighted. You never know with YouTube. Things get copyright stricken. You gotta be careful with that shit. So hey. That's all the more reason that if you want to come on down to the Stammeroonies come around November, and maybe I'll be playing some Fallout 76 on stream. I mean, that could be fun. I was thinking about doing Fallout 76 with like my IRL bestie, and then we'll probably play with some subs or something like that. That could be pretty nifty. Yeah, I want to turn it this way. So yeah, you can come hang out, and maybe we'll play with some subs or something. I don't know. It could be cool. It really just depends on how the game plays. But those are some ideas. But as long as it's not scummy, as long as it's not pay to win, as long as it's not as buggy as their single player games, which multiplayer games are harder to get in line than a single player game, but they've got a great track record with single player games. Hopefully, I'm hopeful here. I'm hopeful. I'm worried, but I'm hopeful. But it could be good. It could be good. So yeah, that's probably like the plan or the thought here. 76 could be fun, could be really mad. Either way, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it apparently comes out this year in November, assuming there's no like pushbacks or anything on the release. So it is a coming. Alright, we got crafting, we've got shops, we would probably benefit from some decor. We definitely need beds so we can start amassing people here. Bedroom is definitely going to go upstairs. So let's just get these beds thrown up there. I might add some more things to the basement, or the bottom floor, first floor there. We'll see. 20 beds, definitely 20 beds here. But yeah, you guys can let me know what you think about 76 here, assuming you've seen the trailer. Oh, I got the level 168 by placing beds. I am a god. I don't know, I think one of the, like, in the gameplay aspects, not like we're just like speculating here, but like gameplay aspects. One of the things that concerns me the most, and has always been a general turnoff for games like Rust to me. I mean, Rust community is asshole. If you've ever played Rust, you know. Like, that game's toxic, Overwatch toxic, blah blah blah. Just about any online game is toxic as shit. But some games are particularly bad. Some games are worse than others. League of Legends is a great example of pure trash. I don't know how the base mechanic's gonna go. Like, what happens if someone destroys your base? Like, are they going to be able to destroy your base? Like, are you gonna spend like all this time and effort grinding it out, making a really cool base, and all the players just have an easy way around it, and settlements are just basically jokes in the game, like they kind of are in Fallout 4, and they only really fight against NPCs. Like, maybe it's so easy for a player. Like, I hope it's not easy for a player, I guess, to cheese your defense that you have in your base. You know what I mean? Like, they can't just sit back from a mile away with a sniper and go dink, 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 and slowly chip away at one of your turrets. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if your turret can see, if they can see them, or if they can see your turret, your turret can see them, or maybe if they doink your turret, maybe like you have, I don't know if you'll have like settlers. I don't know if you'll have people in your settlements. Like, I have no idea how that's gonna work. Like, maybe those people will then aggro and go out and fight them for you, or something. You know, you gotta like think about that. Like, I kind of wonder. I was never really a fan of like losing your base, but I do understand losing your base, because that promotes one that makes you value your base. It makes you care that your base is under attack, and I guess it also keeps new people, or rather just keeps people in general coming back to the game. Because if your base, you know, never broke, you would make. I guess that also brings up another question. What happens when you're offline? Like, is your base there? You know what I mean? You log out. See, this all ties into like what I'm trying to get at here about like your bases disappearing or being destroyed. What happens when you DC? Say you want to go take a poop. You know, you can't defend your base. You got stuff to do. You gotta go pinch one off. You know, you got a little turtle, but a little turtle. He's coming out of his shell. Like, what happens to your base then? Is the base just gonna disappear in front of that other player? That would make literally no sense. Like, how's that gonna pan out? How's that gonna play out? I just don't like the concept of, I guess, losing an entire base and having to rebuild from scratch, but I also understand the counter to it. Like, hey, defend it yourself, and then rebuild it if it does break. Keep going. That's part of the game. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see until we get more news, and I'd assume we'd be getting some more news pretty soon. I mean, granted, they just really announced some things, but think about it. As of recording this video, it's early. Well, closing into mid-June. You got July, August, September, October, November. You don't have that long before the game is released. And apparently there's going to be a beta. I don't know if it is going to be a closed beta or an open beta, but apparently there is a beta planned. Now, I'm not going to be able to squeeze all these beds in here. How many we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 6. Yeah, there's 6 over there. 7, 8. How many do we have here? 3 or 6, 12. I can split them evenly. I could put 10. Maybe I might pick up a bed. Like, it's super framey in here. But I could put, like, 10 in each bedroom. Maybe make a bedroom over in that corner and a bedroom over in this corner. I think that'll have to do. Now, we already know that these things do not snap, which is a darn shame. They do not snap to one another. And I think here I need half walls. I believe what I have to do... Oh, God. I mean, as long as the bed stays on this and it snaps correctly, we're good. Hey, we good. And we just pick you up here. I'm gonna try to put a door frame down. I see a person through the. Oh, that's dog meat. I see somebody through the floorboards there. I don't know why it wants to snap to this. Oh, there we go. It wouldn't snap here. It kept trying to snap there. Anyway, we need to do a snap and build door frame thingamadoohickey. I gotta go to miscellaneous for this. So that way we can put a door between 2 tiles, which, thank God for snap and build. Oh man, it's a damn shame you can't do this in the base game, but there you go. You get to have a doorway in the middle of 2 tiles. I know, right? Mind-blowing, mind-boggling. No, I mean, hell, there's another like concern or something to bring up for 76. Fallout games. What have a lot of them really been about? Modding. What's gonna happen for the modding community for that game? Are people going to be able to mod that game? And there is solo play, but it's apparently an always online game, which that's also a deal breaker for a lot of people. I mean, I understand, I guess, a lot of the concern for that. People are like, oh, I don't like that. I have a crappy internet connection. But I mean, if you're playing by yourself, one, you had to download the game. I mean, if you're buying a physical copy of a disc, you're probably still living in 1999. And I mean, I don't really understand that argument. I get some places in the world have really potato internet. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. If it's always online and you're playing by yourself, you're not really using data anyway. Like, it's probably just to authenticate that you are indeed the lawful owner, you know what I mean, of like the CD key or whatever for the game kind of deal. But you know, like how's that gonna work? You're always online, so are you allowed to mod the game? Because then what happens if you turn it on to like, hey, let friends come in, or you go join? Well, you just took a mod in an open server with other players, and, well, crap, you know? They're going to have dedicated servers, so it's only going to be client-side, but, like, obviously people could client-side aimbot and blah, 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 and things like that, and who knows? Like, this poses a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, and a lot of things that Bethesda's going to have to deal with when this game comes out. Like, that's all stuff that gets overlooked. Like, a lot of people wouldn't even think about stuff like that, but like the average Joe probably wouldn't even really think about that or realize, like, oh shit, yeah, man, I take all these mods for granted in Fallout, like 3, New Vegas, and 4. Like, yeah, man. Am I gonna be able to use snap and build and place anywhere in Fallout 76? What happens there? That's a legitimate question. Shit, dude. I love how this entire episode's been pretty much about 76, but I mean, I'm not going to be one of those guys who uploads a video the 2 minutes after Fallout 76 has been announced. Oh my god, Fallout 76 trailer news breakdown information. Click on my video. Subscribe. Like my videos. Comment blah blah blah. Like back in the days, comment, what was it? Comment, rate, subscribe. Like you used to be able to like rate the video out of 5 stars. Yeah, I've seen plenty of those in my recommended because, you know, I have a lot of Fallout 4 videos, and they like to try to recommend me videos from, like, Fallout people. It's like, nah, I'm good, man. But, like, I don't know, E3 obviously just kind of is doing its thing right now. We just got the news, and I felt it appropriate to talk about Fallout 76 in this video instead of having to make, like, a whole separate one. Still do my good old Let's Play and still talk about it. But, yeah, these are legitimate concerns about 76. I don't know. So what do I got here? We got 4, 5, 6. We want 5 on each side. Now it does leave a little bit of space here. Could maybe put some plants. Could maybe put a dresser or a nightstand or something like that. I don't know what it is, but when I look over here and I highlight over certain things, I'm sure you've been noticing it. It likes to stutter. A lot of the settlements will do that too, but whenever you exit the interface, it gets better. Could also have to do with the fact that there used to be like a crap shack here, and we deconstructed the whole thing, and a lot of times you still see like remnants. Maybe if I do extra object selection, a lot of times you'll see like ghost pieces of it, like NPC lean on wall, or like somebody go here. There's like a little like invisible area, some kind of weird doodad. I don't see any of them, but a lot of times that'll mess with the game. Let me turn that object selection off before it breaks something. So yeah, let's put the door frame here. Let's get that done, framed up. We want this to be closed because it is a bedroom. Put the closed doorway cap there and there. So you guys have no defense. You're still gonna have to deal. If I put a shack upper floor on this, it will clip through the roof and it will drive me mad. I'm not a fan. We have, oh, I guess we could put like a window right here, you know? We have this little open kind of deal. Could even put like a little drop out, put my power armor station up here, like jump out of the building or some kind of thing like that. But yeah, I think it'd be a good idea just to put a window there, let some light in, and give us some visibility. Anyway, we need to use these floors, and probably a good idea to turn snapping off for the moment and try my best. This is the same thing I did with my little turret towers. Try my best here to position this in such a way that it's not too floaty, and that when I snap to it, it doesn't look too stupid. So say I put snap back on, and now of course we can snap to this. There'll usually be a little clipping on top, but you see this? There's a gap. I'm not going for that. So we went too far outside of the base. So how about right around here-ish? It looks slightly slanted. How about that? So let's do snap. Snap you here. How we doing? It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Let's see. Snap and... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Snap. Nice. I think we got it. So there's their little roof. We could put, like, power up there if we so choose. Whatever we want. Hell, I mean, we could put, like, a staircase right here instead of putting a window. And then the staircase could go up to the tops of the bedrooms. And then maybe you could have, I don't know, like a rec room, or you could have your pool table or something kind of nifty up there. That wouldn't be like an impossibility. Surface snap off. I don't know what that was. I think, yeah. What is surface snap? Here we're still learning things. Is that like something that lets me just place things under? Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm just now realizing this. Okay, so normally what I do is I just turn collision off. And that still works. It's the same thing. But this just lets me go, boop, and put it underground and build off of it. Oh my god. Surface snap is exactly what I thought it would be. Hell yeah, dude. That would be so good for building your walls in a settlement. I mean, like, remember how every time I went under the ground, I kept doing that? And it's kind of tedious, but like it worked. It did the job. Oh my god. We have a new way of building walls. Easy. Nice. You learn things every day, guys. You can never be too old to learn something new. Hell yeah. You never know it all. Oh, shit. Yeah, I never bothered to read like the readmes and things. I just need the base functionality just because I wanted to like make sure I could place things wherever the hell I wanted to, and that was it. I never really wanted to get too intricate with it, but that's a good way to get intricate with it. That works. So there you go. There's 2 little bedrooms. I say we put a door on it, and that'll be good for now. We get wood doors in these houses for sure. Let's give them some relatively nice and clean white doors. We've been doing a lot of like rainbow colory doors. Let's do some good old plain old white doors. Can I snap you? Thank you. So we got 2 bedrooms boxed in. Almost definitely need some light, but that is all we need for beds. The water is good for some more NPCs. The food's good for more NPCs. Clearly, defense is a big concern. The next big concern.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
No, I'm not looking for trouble yet. But it is, however, time to wrap the episode up here, guys. Episode 929. A lot of Fallout 76 talk. I realize that, but I mean, that's because a lot of information just dropped for the video game, and I'm hopeful. I'm definitely hopeful. Let me know what you guys are thinking about 76. I'm hopeful about it. I hope it doesn't flop. I never want a game to fail. I'm usually very pessimistic about a game when it comes out. I'm usually very doubtful. I never want it to suck. But, you know, I never want to get burnt spending $60 and be like, oh, fuck. That's why I buy, like, indie games. I'm like, oh, $5? No big deal. And then I get 120 hours of gameplay out of the $5 game. I'm like, worth it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about 76. But either way, guys, we're wrapping up here at 929. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.